Hi, my name is George Pierson. I've lived in Blue Island for about 24 years, and I've been interested in railroads and model railroading for many, many years. I was asked to help out with this project by Darren Thompson, the librarian who oversees the tech room here, the history room at Blue Island. And so I'm trying to help out by lending my knowledge of how to build models. The model that you see behind me, or what's going to become the model, is meant to show the Metra Rock Island line between Joliet and downtown Chicago. I have a layout of my own in my basement, which I enjoy doing as well, and I hope that by lending some of my knowledge of the railroads and how to put together a model scene like this, we can help bring this model to reality. I'll just sort of talk you through what we've got here.
Okay, go ahead.
So we've been doing paper planning for the model of the Rock Island Metro line that takes us from Joliet all the way to downtown Chicago. And we start over on this end with the crossing of the Burlington Northern Santa Fe Railroad at the Joliet Union Station. Like any model, we don't include everything because we don't have the space, but we try to capture some of the essential scenes that will tell people who see this where they are here in Blue Island and on the Metro line. So very quickly, because it's a model, we get from Joliet over to the Cal-Sag Canal. Now this is just mocked up to give a sense of space, but here's the bridge carrying the Metro line over the canal. And this bridge will eventually be Western Avenue headed south. And you may see that we've got photographs, satellite Google photographs, taped up here to help give us some reference. What we're doing here is try to establish a scene with the design, and once we're satisfied with that, then we can begin the actual modeling, the painting of the scenery, the cutting out of the canal, and some of the other detailing, and then laying the track. So the track comes into Blue Island, and I forget the name of this little street here just south of the station, but here's Vermont Street, which most people know. This is the main entrance most people use to get to the Rock Island Metro station here in Blue Island at Vermont Street. And this brown piece of paper represents the footprint of the station in the scale that we're modeling. And so we've got two sets of tracks coming off of the bridge, more or less as the actual railroad is set up to do. And we'll have the station and the tower, Vermont Street crossing with working signals. We couldn't resist putting in the rail grill over here in the corner. A lot of people know that as well. Then over here we have a condensed version of the big railroad yard here in Blue Island. The front edge here, we go to 4 tracks where Metra cars are stored. This is going to be the 127th Street Bridge, which of course when it's built will be up and over the model, but this piece of paper just represents that. We're going to try to put in the IC Electric, the Metra Electric station over here as well, just in the back of the scene. Most people who see this yard will recognize all the containers that are kept there, and we're going to model some of that with paper models and actual models. As you can see, we don't have many of them out now because we're focusing on getting the track arrangement properly placed. Over here we've got the turntable, which still exists, which is a relic of the days when this was the Rock Island Railroad's main yard in Chicago, and steam locomotives were actually placed on this turntable and put into the roundhouse. The roundhouse is no longer there, but Metra still keeps the turntable in place. And again, we've got a shot from the Google Earth satellites that show that down at the north end of the yard. So we're going to put that in with a couple of the former tracks from the roundhouse just to give an indication of the scene. Then once again, we crunch space together because we're heading towards Chicago. And as the tracks converge over here, we're going to have 95th Street crossing up in the Beverly neighborhood. We'll model a little bit of the neighborhood and some of the businesses along 95th Street. We hope to have a model of the 95th Street station. Then we may have a siding right here that'll run over to an industry because between Beverly and downtown Chicago, it is an industrial area. Finally, again, because of space vastly crunched together, we have tracks running over, and they will come up on an elevation to run into LaSalle Street Station, which will be the end of the model right over here. And we hope to have a little bit of the Chicago cityscape modeled over in this corner.